You are muted, Sam.
Yeah, we're going live now. Okay. All right. I think we should be on Facebook anytime now.
You are muted, Sam.
Yeah, we are going live on Facebook now. Can you hear me? All right. I think we should be on Facebook anytime now. Facebook now. Can you hear me? Over to you, Anthony. I mean, Nicholas. I think Nicholas have just rushed to the washroom. We didn't have time to have a quick break. So just hang on for a while.
The internet cut me out.
Yes.
Sorry, so sorry. The internet having problem. I think I'm gonna start my own internet company. All right, just a side joke. So Sam, I lost you just now because the internet cut me off. Are we gonna have a break or straight away go to the next segment?
We are live on Facebook now, Nicholas.
All right. All right. So congratulations to all that are still in the Zoom. And on a Saturday afternoon, everybody that's still in the Zoom, in the room, I would like to congratulate, and I want you to do one thing. Pat your hand on the shoulder, say congratulations, because successful people do things differently where they join together with a group of successful people, right? So we are all here with one reason, to learn. You know, there's a word says the biggest room is not the bathroom. The biggest room is not your bedroom. The biggest room is the room of improvement, right? The room of improvement. So we want to learn from successful people. Why certain people, they so easily successful in Kangen? Have you ever wondered? Or why certain people, when they do that business or do this business, they achieve a certain level? But why certain people keep doing, no result? It has to do with certain things. So next segment, we want to learn from successful people. You know why? Success leave clues. All right, there's a word say success leave clues. So sit tight, sit straight, because the next person to share with you is not a normal person. You know why? He's young, he's handsome, he's energetic, he's full of energy, and he is successful, right? That's only we want to hear, right? We don't want to hear from people that are like that, no energy, no success, right? So the next segment, this guy, I tell you, is none other than he had been on the Zoom meetings for several times. If you do not know, oh, you got to sit tight and put on your ear and listen. So this guy, his name, I think he's ready. I saw him. Who is? Can we do like a pin thing, Sam? Spotlight both. All right, so you can see. Isn't he handsome? If you think he's handsome, you type an H in the chat box. You type an H. For me, I type an H because he's handsome, right? Wow, look at that. So many H. All right, handsome and energetic, and you know, he has the success look. Why? Because he is in success. So his topic today is called Just the Beginning. Wow. Oh my goodness, 6A is only just the beginning. Some people 4A is like, I'm struggling, bro. I'm struggling. His 6A is just the beginning. Yes. So today we're gonna invite Jeffrey. Are you ready? His name
I'm
is
so
Jeffrey.
ready, Nicholas.
All right, so let's put our hands together and welcome our young and dynamite and handsome Jeffrey Leong. All right. Hey, Jeffrey, how are you, bro?
Very good. I can't stop to share, man. I've been listening to people like Anthony, so amazing testimony that I've been hearing today, Nicholas.
All right, awesome. So we also can't wait to hear you share. All right. So we have so many questions, but in the past, it's like we welcome a speaker, they will just blah 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 blah, right? So but today we're gonna do a little bit different where we ask you some question that related to the business so that everybody want to learn. All right. So let's start with some little question. Okay, that is a question that is in everyone's mind. It's everyone's mind. So when did you start your Kangen business? When did you start your Kangen business? And share with us a little bit of your early days journey.
All right, excellent, Nicholas. But before I actually touch on how I actually started in my journey in magic, I couldn't help but just want to share this testimonial one more time and highlight this on what I heard on Anthony. I really love the idea of you just putting the bottle at the table and getting a sale out of it. It's simply that easy, guys. All right, let me share my own experience on this as well. I was going to a hike in the morning with Gary at the Bukit Kasing hiking. So after we finished our hike, we went to this Lotus Indian Nasi Kanda in PJ. I still remember all I do instead of bottles, I was wearing a shirt saying, "I love Kangen water."
Wow.
All right. And this shirt actually attracted another lady named Shaggy and also Vicky. Okay, she was just sitting next to us, guys, next to us, right opposite us, and asked us, "Wow, you guys are in Kangen? I have a Super 501 at home." And nobody educated her about the machine. All right. And fast forward to that, Vicky decided to buy one ST501 from us. And through that experience in Nasi Kanda, she's right now at a 4A in my group, guys.
Wow.
Isn't it amazing, guys? So, guys, if you've got a Kangen machine, spend a little bit of money, invest on a good bottle, on a shirt. You will never know where that shirt gonna lead you to. All right. I just want to touch up on that. Amazing sharing from you, Anthony.
Yes, awesome.
When I hear you share, it kind of, the memories start coming back to my mind. It was so clear on that day. Okay, that's why I really want to share this. All right, back to your question. When did you start your Kangen business, and tell us a bit of your early days journey? I started my Enagic business at 2016. Okay, 2016, I still remember before I started Enagic business, I was actually a chef in profession. My highest education was only Form 5, which is up to the age of 17. Then I take over my dad's restaurant, which we run a full-fledged Chinese restaurant. Whereas there's no end of work. We wake up at 4:30 in the morning, go to the early morning market at 5 o'clock. You gotta start cooking and get ready all the food by 6:30. One thing good about my restaurant is we have a lot of people. We have people queuing up in the early morning as early as 6:30 in the morning. Okay, when I start standing on the stove, cooking all the way till 2 o'clock. It's a non-stop working event. And through that, I also would like to say a big shout out to Gary. Because when Gary first started Enagic, is the day we opened our restaurant, guys. Okay. The difference is when Gary first started, he went and approached my dad. Okay. My dad went like the new people went and understand about the demo, came back and talked to us. "Son, what Gary has shown us is amazing. I want to buy the machine." That time I didn't attend the demo, not being there. Okay, not being there, I told my dad one thing: don't get scammed. All right, don't get scammed. Okay, because through my early young days, as I know Gary has been dealing with a lot of other types of product related sales. So we every single time we approach, we will buy. Okay, we don't even know whether it works. So that time the machine was at 12,000 plus Malaysian ringgit. It was so expensive for a water purifier, guys. So I told my dad, don't get scammed. Anybody that drink 8 glasses of water a day is going to be healthy. Don't buy. So my dad decided not to buy. Fast forward 4 years later, a big shout out to Gary. He never gave up on us, which is good. He came back to my shop, talked to us, and I was like, all right, okay, I'm going to give this a chance. I'm going to go to the Energic Mid Valley office. I still remember it was an old office. It was presented by a presenter named David. I was sitting at the front row, guys. You know, I was so eager to know what is so special about this machine. I was sitting in the front row. So while I look at the demo, one property by one property, on the third property, I'm sold already. I said, I need to buy this machine for my dad. Okay, after the demo, I contacted Gary. I said, all right, I'll buy the machine. So guys, maybe some of you that are new here today, that you are new. Maybe you are being forced here by someone. Okay, you know, keep an open mind, just like how I did it when I gave Gary a second chance. I went and looked at the demo. I saw it and I bought the machine. That time I have to spend 12,000 my own money, guys. My own money at the age of 26. Okay, my own money. And buy it for my dad. And guess what, guys? No health claim. It's just my own family experience. My dad had a very serious case of diabetic, and right now, diabetic free. No health claim, just experience. Okay. And my early days, guys, as I say again, guys, it's always important to look up to your upline. I started my early days in a very harsh way, which I salute Gary on this, because why? Guys, imagine this. I bought my machine on the first day, okay? Gary never even say, oh, I come your home and install it for you. No, he said, you take the machine, you go back, you install yourself. Okay, that's how I install. The moment I installed, I already pick up already, because that's the first machine I installed for myself, number one. On the third day, guys, I still remember there was 25 people at the Energic office, at the new office. So I was just there, then Gary just come to me and say, all right, Jeffrey, today is your turn. You do the demo. I've never done anything, guys. All I've seen, I just see the demo presentation through the video by Brock Ridali. And Gary came to me and said, oh, you know, you got to go and do the presentation. But no, do you know this, guys? Just by being hard on me, I pick up things very, very fast. Very, very fast, guys. And yeah, you know, at the age of 26, for people that are new here today, you know, if you think about, oh, I don't think I'm able to sell a 4,000 USD machine. Guys, I was only 26 years old. How many friend or circle of friends do I have with a credit card limit of 12,000 ringgit? Not much, guys.
Yeah.
I still remember, if you attended my talk, I always say this. I show a demo to 48 people, guys. 48 people, no sale. Maybe some of you will be sharing three demo a day. 3 people, 4 people, 5 people. People say no to you, you are like a headless chicken coming back home already, right? I showed to 48 people, no sales, really no sales for 3 consecutive months. Listen to this, guys. I quit my job at my restaurant that is making 100,000 a month. Okay, I quit it because my brother was operating. I believe we don't need so much people at the shop. I give myself a chance. I came out and I joined Gary on this business. 3 months, no sale, no income. Okay, then I contacted Gary and said, maybe this business is not the right thing for me. Okay, not the right thing for me. But you know, a big shout out to Gary to say one thing. No, just go for one more of the demo. Okay. And I say it's always good to follow your outline, because when I first started, we always have meetings and meetings. Every single week on Monday, we will have brainstorming meeting. We have brainstorming meeting. It's how committed you are in your business. Treat Energic as how I run my Chinese restaurant. Okay, guys, and you will definitely be at the top. Right? I hope it understand it answer your question on that.
Wow, that is more than enough. It's amazing, man. What I see is, you know, guys, you know what Jeffrey has? Determination. You know, Jeff, you say it's right. After 3 demo, bejoy lah. This is not for me lah. People rejected me. 3 rejected. Hey, you 48. What I think why you continue, because you know it works. It helped your parent, and you know the marketing plan works. That's why you're so determined. Wow, thank you, so amazing. Thank you. And how long, bro? How long you took to become a 6A? And maybe for the people in the group that you are new, what is 6A? You know, like myself, SPM only 1A also don't have. You know, I don't have any A in my study. You know, some people say I got 12A. You know, Energic got 6A. For the benefit of the new people in the group, 6A means he already reached a 6A where the entire group, more than 100 machine, and Jeffrey pocketed more than 300,000 ringgit. Wow, that's called power, right? So Jeff, how long you took to become a 6A?
All right, guys, this is the mystery question, right? How does a 26 years old a young entrepreneur hit his first 100 sales? All right, guys, I just want to highlight on this. It took me 1.5 years to go 6A. All right, 1.5 years. And how did I do it, guys? You know, if you are following Energic all the time, even right now at the month of June, Energic rolled out a new campaign called the 2A Sell campaign. I'm not sure about you guys, but you know, for me, I've been riding this wave. I mean, I have like 3 to 4 sales just on my own direct sales alone. So how I did it is that on the year of 2017 or 18, I'm not too sure, Energic rolled out a campaign. All right, I was at only 5A at 60, 65 sales, 62 to 65. I couldn't remember, guys. So, you know, when Energic rolled out the campaign, as I told you guys, when Energic rolled out the campaign, it's the best time for you to connect to your downline, to your team, and tell them about this campaign and ride on the wave together to hit your 6A. All right, guys, Energic rolled out the campaign for only 1 month. That month alone, I sold up to 45 machines on that campaign. That's how I hit my 6A directly in 1.5 years.
Wow.
Simply amazing, guys.
It's
highlight,
amazing.
yeah, just you know, Energic rolled out a campaign. First thing you gotta do, share it to your team, you know, tell them how you guys can work closely together to get the maximum profit out of the campaign.
Amazing.
Right?
Amazing. So a lot of people think, "Ayo, I only got 60 machine, under 40 machine to go." How to do? Come on, man, you do it. 26 years old, do it in 1 month. All right, then it's amazing. And that particular month, how much you make on that particular month?
Wow. Okay, include the title bonus, the all the sales. I could say close to 200,000.
Wow, that's amazing, man. That's more than the CEO's
100 to
income.
200 lah. I couldn't remember.
Yeah. Or amen. That's amazing. You know, 200,000. Do you know, guys, that it can help a lot of people, that help a lot of family finances. You can pay out a lot of debts, and then you start to have a live on a debt-free lifestyle. Amazing. Kangen Water, Kangen Business can do that. All right, let's move on to the third question. What is your 3 biggest factor to success? And can you expound a little bit more? 3 factors for your success.
Okay. Well, the first biggest success factor that I have in life, then that I have adapt and also use, it's actually this, guys. You know, whenever you join the business or you join a platform, right? Always, you know, seek the mentor that you want to learn. You know, get close to him. You know, buy him a lunch. You know, spend your time with him. And guys, this is one thing that I learned personally very much. Okay. If you know your upline, go for a morning walk, you go for an exercise in the morning, you know, you gotta hit him up at the WhatsApp and tell him, can I go for a morning walk with you? Right? Why would I say that, guys? Listen to this closely. You know how if you follow me on Facebook, I always spend a lot of my morning time, sometimes in Cameron, sometimes in Puchong. I go for a morning walk with my mentor. Yeah, you probably couldn't get sales, you know, sales of it out of it. But just by the simple thrill of the walk, listening to your mentor, sharing the tips for you, you know, how can you expand your team? All these are even better than, you know, going out and look for sales. This is the actual first point that I actually want you to learn. You know, get close to your mentor. There's a saying that associated with this, guys. Remember this: bird of a feather flock together. You run around with losers, you are going to end up a loser. All right? Unconsciously, you will pick up their thinking. If you're around with negative people, you will definitely pick up negative thinking. That's why I say, guys, if you want the success, go for a morning walk with your upline. Okay, that's the best thing I can use. Okay.
But now cannot morning walk now.
Now cannot morning walk. You know, when the lockdown is lifted, you know, probably you can text up your upline. Hey, morning, can I go for a morning walk with you? All right. Okay. Second of all is alright, I just want to ask you this. How many of you here actually set goals in your Energic business? If you set goals, can you please type in number 1 for me at the chat box? How many of you set goals here? Wow, we have 127 people. There's only less than 10 people pressing 1. Something is wrong here, guys. Come on.
Coming.
All right.
Yeah,
Okay. Right. Really good, guys. You know, awesome. I would say a big shout out for you for setting goals. But listen to this, guys. Listen. Instead of setting goal achievement, you need to start setting activity achievement. What do I mean by activity achievement? Attending webinars like today, talking to 1 people a day about your business, probably reading a book. A lot of you don't understand. Oh, does reading a book considers activity achievement? It does. A motivation book, anything that you can learn from a book. Listening to podcasts, all right. And I also want to highlight this is something that I actually pick up from one of my very new coach right now, which is Shah Khan. Don't listen to many podcasts. Okay, why would I say this? You know, people tell you to listen to motivation podcasts. You go to the Spotify, you go to YouTube, you simply pick anything that you say motivational video. You click and you listen. That's not going to work, guys. Why would I say that's going to work? Pick 3 of the best podcasts that you believe is good for you, and you listen over and over again. It could be a sales tip. It could be a motivation tip. These are all considered activity achievement. Bruce Lee once said this, guys. He's not afraid of a man with 10,000 kicks. He's afraid of one man that practiced 1 kick 10,000 times.
Yeah.
Pick a podcast 3, which I believe right now is my favorite one. I can actually share to you. Do you want to listen to my favorite one? Click a number 2 at the chat box.
Yeah.
I'll definitely share to you. This is it's actually been shared by my mentor, and I've been listening to it over and over again. Guys, remember this. Practice does not make perfect. Practice make improvement. Okay? Listening to the same thing over and over again, it will go to your subconscious mind. Right? Number 1, guys, go YouTube and search for this video by Les Brown called Unstuck. It's a 44-minute video. Listen to it. You will love it. Another one by Les Brown is Possible, 59-minute video. And how many of you always go and tell people, this is my year, this is my year. I sold how many machines, I achieved my goal. How would you like to listen? This is my decade. Better than a year, right? Go listen to this video by Les Brown as well. This is my decade, 59-minute video. It's one of my top 3 videos that I listen in my car. When I go for a car drive, a long drive, when I feel, with the MCO right now, I feel caught up at home. I go out like my office here right now, a social office. I come here and I sit for 2-3 hours. I spend my day here. I do my work here. I listen to this video over and over again. And trust me, guys, you do this 1 week, you will see the difference. You can talk like me already. You can probably talk like Sam, talk like Gary. These are the things that you can listen repeatedly over and over again. Okay, that's number 2. Number 3, guys, last but not least, I also pick up this thing, which is very new nowadays, which is, you guys always say that, I want to do Energic. I want to do Energic. Energic is a business that I want to do. But how immersed is yourself in the business? When I say immerse, you really go deep down and learn. You can actually go deep down and learn about Energic. And one of the best tips that I can give you this that I have been using a lot, which is if I have new people joining in, I won't even talk much. I will send them a link, which is Daniel Dimakali, The Thirsty World. That video is actually 1 hour and 47 minutes. That video really gives you the clarity on how to really start your Energic business the right way. And guys, as I say again and again, watching the video 1 time is not enough. I have a new downline named Nadir. He watched the video for 16 times. 16 times, guys. And you know what? he is more clear on how to do the Enagic business right now. Okay, guys, if you want your new people to start with you, you want to qualify them first. Send them a Daniel Dimacali video. Ask them to watch the 1 hour and 47-minute video. Okay, and that is the best way. As I say again, immerse yourself in your business, guys. All right, over to you, Nicholas. I hope you answered your question.
3 golden nuggets, guys. 3 golden nuggets. Amazing, right? So again, you must set goals, and then you must follow your mentor. If you want mentor early morning go swimming, you follow them swimming. If you follow Bernard, and then he will run a marathon every morning. You run a marathon with him. It's a joking, right? So good. That means see, Jeffrey has leave some pattern of excellence. So you guys just follow, we follow, and soon enough we will have the success that he has. All right, so good. And there are questions posted, like how has your lives changed, for the last how many years you involved in Kangen? Let's say 6 years, 7 years. How long you have changed your life, and where were you financially before and after? These are the always people want to know, right? So
all right, guys. Okay, how have Enagic changed as a result? Not 10 years, I'm not in 10 years yet. But if I'm in 10 years, I definitely can share more with you. In fact, I'm only in Enagic, I think 4 years to actively build the business. 4 years, 3.5 years to 4 years. So what has life changed as a result of those 4 years in Kangen? All right, guys. As I say again, guys, I was a chef in professions. I worked day and night, guys, no stop. Okay, I couldn't travel around the world. But guess what, guys? Just being in Enagic 4 years, okay, I've actually traveled so many countries. Right now, I have a team in Hanoi. Okay, even they are here right now. Even my team, first thing in the morning, she texted me, he told me, wow, oh, my leader is being interviewed today. I'm so excited. All right. I've traveled to places like Hanoi, holiday, built my business there. And there was a time I remember I actually traveled to this borderline of Vietnam and China. Okay, I spent like 1 month there, a holiday there, knowing my business is still running in Malaysia. That's the best thing about it. And being in Enagic, I actually have met so many good people like Samsia, like Bernard. And just to highlight on these guys, just to highlight one more thing, I actually was very warm-hearted. Okay, at 1:30 today, Bernard actually made me a phone call. I was thinking, how come there's a Singapore number calling me? So when I pick up, he said, oh, hi, it's Bernard. I just want to wish you the best on your presentation today. I'll be attending as well. We shared a couple of minutes in the talk. But just that phone call of him, actually, it warms my heart so much. That's why I said I've met so many good people in the Enagic business. I traveled to the Philippines and meet Coach Raj, attended a 2 days program over there. And people that share a lot of same mindset as me. So you know what, guys? How does it change me is that Enagic is actually a network marketing program, guys. Network marketing is actually a self-development program in disguise. Okay, a lot of you might be thinking, why are you saying self-development program? Okay, picture this, guys. Why would I say that? Let's say you are doing it the conventional way. You are going for your school, going for your college, getting a PhD. After getting a PhD, you came out and look for a job. So what was the whole process of it? You go through this process is to get paid. Because at the end of it, you get a salary to pay your bills. Am I right? But deep down and ask yourself this question. What is the end part of it? You just want happiness, right? You just want to be happy, am I right? Let me tell you, just being 4 years in Enagic business, I can see myself develop as a person. It's a non-stop learning environment, guys. Guys, picture this. I'm a chef in profession. I dropped out from high school. Okay. And right now, if you follow me, I've been hosting a lot of Zoom webinars every single week. I'm the host, sometimes I'm the speaker. even way before the Zoom, I'm one of the most young millennial speaker at our Kangen Power Team leadership seminars. Okay, just being at this program, I can actually develop more learning development program as myself lah. Okay, so guys, as again, if you guys still have doubt on network marketing, this is the living example. This is the best business you can be in. Okay, over to you, Nicholas.
All right, yeah. Chef, I understand how a chef life was because I also owned a cafe before, and I tell you, no day, no night, bro. So as young as you wasted a lot of time in a restaurant, in a work, no life. But today, I think you have time for your hobby, time to do things you like. I agree with you that Kangen is not a normal MLM. It is so embedded at what you say. It's a development. It change a person from don't know how to speak, become able to speak, from zero become a leader. Oh, that's amazing, huh? So, financially, well, I mean, this is a bit sensitive, but this business, right? Business, business. If you come in and do Kangen motor, you only earn 1,000. I also don't want to join. I also don't want to join. I'm very straightforward. So financially, bro, before and after, what do you gain so that
All right, you see, I have a big laugh if you know already the answer, right?
Ching, is it?
Teaching. Okay. Well, financially before, guys, this might sound a little bit sad, all right? When I first started at my chef profession in a restaurant, at my family restaurant, I was only being paid 600 ringgit a month. Waking up 4 a.m. in the morning, finishing work at 3 o'clock in the evening. 600 ringgit as a start. Probably for some of you, you go shopping, even your meal itself already costs more than 600. Am I right? Okay. That time, going out, buying stuff, we have to double think, even going travel, I have to think, oh, if I go travel, who's going to take care of the shop? Who's going to help my parents? Am I right? But, being in this business right now, before the MCO, I did something that I'm very proud of myself. I actually have a business meeting in Vietnam where my customer bought up to 8 machines from me at one time go. Okay, so I was thinking, well, since I'm going, I might as well bring my whole family go lah, my mom and dad. Then they very rare they will take 1 week off from the shop because 1 week off they will be losing like 20,000 Malaysian ringgit. So being my first approach, I was the first one to actually buy my mom and dad a full pay trip to Vietnam. We go holiday from the north to the south. I bring them everywhere. And guys, listen to this. You know what's the best thing about the trip? It's not about the money. It's not about eating there. It's when before we reach back to KL, my dad tell me one thing. Son, I'm very proud of you that you have taken us to this holiday. I am so proud that you are associating with the right mindset people, that you are able to help people. Because he was there. I was at the office there doing the presentation. He was sitting there. There are tons of Vietnamese people there sitting there, and he was looking, wow, my son has actually grown so much. All right, grow so much. Can you imagine if I'm still popped up at the restaurant and I'm still being paid by the earn from the restaurant? My dad don't feel that I've grown, right? But being in this business, bringing them to holidays, buying them the meals, the all paid trip, the hotel, the food, even rent a car for them to ride around the Vietnam. The last part that my dad said, it touched it. The arrow pierced my heart. That was the warmest speech I ever get. Okay. And if you ask me, guys, no recording, no recording. Okay. In Enagic, yes, they tell you a lot about 6A2-3, 6A2-4. But guys, just being a 5A, 4A, right, or even a 6A, you can actually earn up to 100,000 a month. I did it. Wow. 2 to 3 months consistently. I did it. Okay. So if those of you are still having I need to reach a 6A2-3 to only earn my 100,000 income, you are wrong, guys. You are definitely wrong. In Enagic, I did it. Gary can see the genealogy, he can see my income. Okay, he also asked me, wow, Jeffrey, you have like 6-figure income this month, and again and again and again. Okay, guys, I just want to tell you, energetic. You don't, yeah, the 6A2-3 is very good, you know, being on top. But guys, even the 5A, you can earn 50,000 a month. It's how immersed you are in your business. All right, over to you, Nicholas.
Wow, yes, yes, that's so true, you know. All this actually, people say, your money is not everything, but I say everything needs money, right, Jeff? Money is not everything, lah, Nicholas, Jeff. Money is not everything. Hey, but everything needs money, bro. You bring your dad, your mom to travel. You know, you cannot go to the MAS airline. Excuse me, I pay with paper first. I come back pay you. No, 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 no. You credit card. So Jeff paid for the mom and the dad, bring them. That is a amazing move, you know. He brought them to Vietnam and see how he grow. And you know, when a dad say that, son, I am so proud of you. Oh my goodness, I tell you, you melt lah. You know. So ladies and gentlemen, those who got children that more than 18 years old, start bringing them and listen to young successful people like Jeff. Sit in and they will be the next that you will speak to them. Yeah, I'm so proud of you. Amazing, amazing. That's inspired me, man. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Amazing. So I tell you, your mom is so proud. I think your mom said, I should 生多几個. meaning, the mom will want to deliver or give birth to few more sons. But one son is good one, better than 5 sons. All right. Okay. So by the way, Jeff, are you single? Are you still single?
Right now, single but not available.
Oh, yo, too bad, too bad.
Yeah.
So those who are in the chat board, she's single but it's not available, dog. So because some of them say, is he single? Then probably you want to you know, send their daughter to you, you know, because he's a future millionaire son-in-law. All right, you are single but not available. Good. Next one, next question. What? All right, this is a question that everybody will ask, you know. What would you do? What would you do differently if you have a time travel? You know, always people like to go back to the future, you know, all the movie, go back and zoom back. What would you do differently if you have a time machine and goes back to the day you started? What would you do differently?
Wow, this question actually very good. Okay. What would I do differently, guys? You know, I've been building the business ever since I started. And there's one thing that I admit, you know, if I'm wrong, I admit it's my mistake. Okay. There's one thing that I do terribly wrong is I'm unable to duplicate myself. Guys, I have, if people tell you that they do a direct sale of 16, I probably do a direct sale of 50 to 60. I can sell the machine like that, no issue. The person come to my demo, 8 out of 10 will buy the machine. Okay, but I couldn't duplicate myself. Okay, this is the first thing that I discovered at 2019. Okay, the sales are moving, but mostly it's my own effort. But at the start, you know, I start to develop, you know, whenever I do the presentation, I will show the 8 points in a different way. When I say in a different way, I show them a bigger picture. Okay, when I show them a bigger picture, I just want to highlight on these guys, okay? Not just plainly on the 8 points. The 8 point is amazing, guys. It's a it doesn't need much of an introduction really. Okay, the company that pay you up to 50% of the commission, amazing. Show them the future where they will be in the coming years with you. Case in point, before the MCO, I met this young guy. Okay, this very, very young guy, 18 years old. If you've been to my last few days webinar, one of our speakers actually highlighted this young guy. It's called Charger Tan Jia Zi. He's only 18 years old. 18 years old. He worked part-time, he worked at a restaurant part-time. So one of my leader named Angeline came to me to meet me. Okay. How many of you here will be thinking, oh, this guy is only 18 years old. I will not be spending so much time on him because why? The potential of sales is impossible. He doesn't have the income yet. This is the normal eyesight. Okay, I call it the eyesight. Okay. What do you mean by eyesight and mindsight? Okay, you send someone to to Africa. Okay, there's this company send one guy to Africa to sell shoe. He reached there and he see all of the people not wearing shoe. He come back. He tell the company cannot sell. Nobody is wearing shoe. Nobody like to wear shoe. The company said the next guy go to Africa. Everybody not wearing shoe. He come back. He tell big market mindset. Okay. When this young guy came and meet me, the sales done or not done is okay. Because I know how amazing is this platform. I share with him the future. What you're going to be in the next coming 5 years, going this platform with me. Even if you don't buy the machine, join along with me. I will guide you. I will teach you. But do you know at last month during the MCO, this young guy contacted my leader named Angelique. I want to buy the machine. SD501. 18 years old, guys. 18 years old, able to afford a 4,000 USD machine. If those of you that are new here today, what are you waiting for? Okay. So every time you present to people, as I say again, show them the future that you want to be with them. Okay, number one. Number two, not just the 8 point. 8 point is amazing. Show them much more bigger than that. The way you can work along with it. And number two, also start inviting more and more people to the event. As I say again, guys, the best way to sell is the event. I actually have a new team member named Zahari. He brought a guy called Noor Muhammad to our event, which is on Wednesday and Friday. Wednesday is the health talk. Friday is the business talk. Just by bringing his friend to attend our event, the guy buy a K8 and guy listen to this. He don't just come in as one machine. He come in as a trifecta, guys. I'm not sure how many of you listen to trifecta. He's actually buying 3 machines to start the business with us. So guys, maybe some of you are thinking that, you know, this event, or maybe I joined alone. Joining alone is good. As I say again, activity achievement. But do a commitment to yourself. Start inviting people. Even right now on this webinar, I have tons of my people already in here. Start inviting them. All right, over to you, Nicholas.
Wow, thank you, guys. You heard him. You know, it's the way he do the business is so simple, right? So simple. Yes, it's simple. Make it simple. Don't complicate it. It's so simple. Wow. So I think we have another 20 minutes to go. I'm gonna squeeze you. You know.
All right.
All right. Because
let's make it fast.
all right. What is your biggest goal now in your Enagic business? What's your biggest goal? What's your plan in the next 3 to 5 years?
Yeah, my plan is very simple. Instead of just going for my dash fee, right? My biggest goal is by lifting my people up, lifting my team up to be at the world stage with me. Because I always have a dream, you know. Whenever I go travel, I want my team together. Maybe we go USA, joining the convention and everything. This can only happen if you start by lifting your people up and doing this Enagic business globally with my team. Because why? As I say again, Enagic has no border, guys. You can actually do this business everywhere. Even with the pandemic right now, my team in Vietnam is also moving. But right now, the Vietnam is at lockdown right now. Okay, so places like Beijing also they are moving. So guys, Enagic business have no border. And last but not least, this has always been my #1 bucket list whenever I started Enagic. Whenever I see all these dash tree leaders, you know, sharing their picture with their own tree in the golf course, it got me so jealous, you know. Even when I sleep, also I see my own tree. So my you know, even the first bucket list in my goal, right, is to see my own tree at the golf course. Okay. All right, over to you, Nicholas.
Okay, awesome. Okay, 2 more very valuable questions. 2 more. Since you are so successful right now and along the way, and you have done a lot of things, you taught us a lot of things, what you do, you listen to podcasts, you listen to the right people, follow the right mentor. 2 group of people, you know. First group is the young one that joined. Yeah. Can you share with us give some advice or some insight to two groups of people. The first group people are those who just joined, young one or old one, just join. Well, just join this business, what direction, what to do. And the second group of people is those who already 6A or maybe 4A but stagnant, like, you cannot do this business. Why you cannot do one? Some are 6A also, you cannot do one. Some even 6A too also, cannot. What did they do wrong? So I think you have because you follow Gary Gunn, and Gary Gunn is an amazing leader. He has so many programs, and you follow so close. So can you give it an advice to this two group of people? First is the young one that joined the business. The second group is those who are senior but not moving. Go.
Okay.
Back to you.
Right,
Jeffrey.
yeah. For the new people, always keep an open mind of learning. Learn while you earn. Okay, keep an
Wow.
open mind.
Learn
of always,
while you earn. Wow, that's amazing.
Yes. All right. Learn while you earn. So why would I say so? Just treat Energic as a college program. You are coming in. You're not trying to be arrogant. Just whatever your leader tell you to do, you follow, because those are the success formula. Follow what they're doing. Even if you need to copy everything, how they dress, what shoe they wear, you do it. Okay, because that is how they make it to the top. Number one. Number two, the best part about being in Energic, guys, okay, as long as you don't give up, okay, as long as you don't give up, you will eventually reach your goals. And the best part about Energic, there's no termination. Even if today you sell 20 machines, you stop for 5 years. 5 years later, you come back and pick up. You're starting back at 20 machines. There's no termination here. So best thing I always believe, as long as you don't give up in Energic, you will eventually reach the goal that you have set. Number two. Number three, guys, if you are new here today, as I say again, go watch the Daniel DiMarcali video. In order to convince others to buy your thing, you first need to convince yourself first. Do you think if you imagine today, you sell to a person, you force him to sell, you force him to buy, he buy, then he go back and install. His family members have to tell him, oh, why you buy this expensive machine? You're being scammed and everything. You will feel like a headless chicken at home, like you already cannot cheated right then. Okay. Convince yourself, go watch the Daniel DiMarcali video, understand the entire program. Even if today you on the machine at home, your wife come and tell you, wow, why you buy so expensive thing? Then you will say, only you know what's inside here. I tell you, it's worth the 4,000 USD. Okay, that's for the new people, right? To convince others, you gotta first convince yourself. And I always believe this is the best one, guys. Just go watch the Daniel DiMarcali video. 1 hour and 47 minutes. You, not just one time, guys, over and over again. Practice, make improvements. And number two, yeah, you're talking about the seniors, right? What's your message to older seniors, leaders in Energic? Am I right, Nicholas?
Yes.
All right. Okay, I actually have a very strong message for the senior veteran that some of you have already slept, or some of you that are looking for a new opportunity. Okay. So that there's a lot of time that is from my mentor, Shah. He's one of the mentors that I've been following very, very closely. I look up to him, I listen to his advice. He breaks world records at 6 other companies. Every company that he goes in, he breaks the records. But he said this one thing, guys. It's not because if he failed the company. Many times it's because the company failed him. Yes, probably you're a 6A, you think that there's no money to make here. You go and join another new program. Do you want to spend your next 5 years building a new company that you are not so sure is going to last? Then you got to start all over again. Do your own research. Why would I spend? See, guys, I have a restaurant that earns 100,000 a month. I can actually sit on it and just keep working and producing income. Why would I start Energic? And why would I spend my decade, 2 decades, 3 decades with Energic? It's because this is my own research. You can agree or disagree. I believe Energic is going to last very, very long. Okay, and I don't want to reach a point when I reach 45 years old. and the company collapsed and I have to start all over again. That is very tiring, guys. Okay, and the best thing of all is a Japanese company, guys. What have you got to worry anymore? Okay. And last but not least, for the senior people, if you guys are in this call, I know some in actually I've been doing a lot of campaigns. The best way to actually motivate back your old people is to sell them the campaign. I did it a lot of times. Okay, some of the people are really before they sleep, then I sell them the campaign. They sell like 1, 2, 3 more machine. Okay, the campaign, as I said, sell to your team. Let them know there's a campaign going on. All right, over to you, Nicholas.
Wow, thank you, thank you. So young one, those who are in a fence, came in a few times and not sure whether to join this business, I think you have heard it so well that this business is you lose a lot if you don't start. All right, young one, don't worry, just follow your mentor, follow the one that invited you, and the senior one, wake up and do it because you got nothing to lose. Like Jeff said, this is the best company, and the company will last long. Yeah, and amazing. 4A, 5A, wake up. If Jeffrey can do it, a chef, a dropout. Some of you have more qualification than him. Some of you have more eligibility. All right, but what some of us lack is the the moment you start, what I see is the determination. There's a saying that winner don't quit, quitter don't win, right? So it's so simple, guys. Amazing. Okay, so we have learned so much from you, Jeff, and for the last 1 hour, and for closing, Jeff, would you say a few words to inspire us, all of us here in the chat box, all of us here in the Zoom event? Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Before I touch up on that, I actually have one more point that I left out on the seniors. On you talk about the seniors, how to fire them up. So I actually learned this thing which is very new to me. Many times when a senior fail in the business, it's actually one thing. Okay. So guys, picture these two things. This is zone 1. This is zone 2. Okay. Why would a 6A or 6A2 start to fail? Actually, very simple. Zone 1, zone 2. Every time you start a business in Energic, you are at zone 1. Zone 1. Zone 1 is what I categorize as selling a very unique package, which is the Kangen, fit everything. Zone 2 is where you start managing your people. Okay, start managing them. A lot of times, I could say the 6A, they start to become stagnant because they've forgotten about zone 1. They start to go to zone 2. I got people, I need to manage them, ask them to join the webinar, do this, do that. You start to manage them. Then when your people don't perform, you feel a bit upset, and you think, oh, this thing does not work for me. The best way to succeed in this, guys, as for me, I'm always selling. I never stop. I always go back to zone 1. Even when I'm zone 2, I manage my people, I go back to zone 1. Always selling the unique package, guys. This is what I want to tell to the senior people as well. Okay.
Wow, thank you, Jeffrey. Guys, you guys got value. I got value. I even write down notes, bro. You guys right. What you did not pen down is not yours, okay? So thank you so much, Jeffrey Leong. Thank you so much. We are honored to have you here and to share with us your amazing story, your past story, your vision, and the thing that you learned. You are so big heart. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. So guys, give him a round of clap, Zoom clap, and type JL. I love you. JL, whatever you type, JL. Thank you, Jeffrey. We will one day again invite you and come and share and to inspire more people. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Jeff.
Thank you, everyone. Stay safe.
Okay.
Love you guys. Bye.
All right. Thank you. Oh, so amazing, guys. Amazing. You learn from young people. Some people say that I'm 25, I'm 26, I don't know what to do. No, nothing, no excuses, If you, there's a word called dreamers who pursue their dream cannot be denied. Winners do not live on excuses, even though your excuses are legitimate. Keep moving, keep going, and always when you hear and come and learn from people who share, always write down some notes. Write down why because the minute you close this Zoom and something happens, someone called you, you forgot what Jeff shared, right? Would you agree? Would you agree that you will forget 97% or 95% of what Jeff has shared? So if you write it down, guys, it's a word again called what you did not pen it down is not yours. The minute I pen it down, guys, I pen it down, then it's mine. I pen it down so I can always refer that. Thank you so much, Jeff. I hope to the pandemic thing's over, then we'll see you in person in Enagic office, and we will chit chat and learn more. Thank you so much, guys. Amazing, amazing. You guys got value, guys? You guys got value? If you got value, type a V. Type of V, you got value. I got value. Amazing. Amazing. All right. So we're going to come to a closing here. And Sam wants to you guys to pick up some amazing courses that he himself benefited. Not just him, and even myself and many of us here. You know, as you know, Jeffrey was saying that we need a coach, right? Even who is this guy? Golfer? Who's the best golfer in the world? Tiger Woods. Yes, he has a coach. You know, boxing, Muhammad Ali, he has a coach, right? So we want to learn. Anyone in the chat room that you do not know, or you do not know who is Sahadevan, Jeevan Sahadevan, and you do not know, you type a no. If you know, you type a yes. Yeah, you type a yes or no in the chat box that you know, you do not know. Some yes, some no. And now if you yes, you know, you type in yes if you know. Jeevan Sahadevan has been in the market. Sam, can you pull up the slide for me, please? Thank you. He is a coach to many people, company, from bringing them from zero to a higher level, you know, turnover. So Jeevan Sahadevan is a number one, or they call it Malaysian number one business growth expert. So Sam Sia personally has benefited from his coaching, and when he get coached from Jeevan, it's not 100, it's not 200. I've heard about him more than $10,000 to pay. Wow, that's amazing. But because of as a group, we get benefit. So log on this time, this date, 4th and the 5th of September, which is next month, and Saturday and Sunday, and it's today only price is $25, 100 ringgit. Okay, normal price is $100, so you save $75. So today, book yourself a ticket. Where's the link? This is the link. Later we will type it in the chat box. This link. Someone, maybe some co-host, can you type this link into the chat box so that they can copy and paste? Or later Sam will send it to you guys, the leaders. Do not miss out this opportunity, because this session 2 days will help you to do a greater understanding how of psychology of sales and people, right? So don't miss out for the finish date. Lock in and let's grow together. All right, thank you guys for your attentive listening. Back to you, Sam.
All right, okay, let's all give Jeffrey Leong a big hand, and also our host, our super host, Nicholas Tan. All right, now shall we have both Nicholas and Jeffrey back into our meeting again? If you feel so, can you just type in a yes if you want to see both Jeffrey and Nicholas Tan back into our meeting? Okay. Right, so I just want to do a bit of correction, Nicholas. The price for the sales and marketing masterclass is not 50 ringgit. Sorry, it's not 100 ringgit. That was an early bird, very far away. The price now is going for 400 ringgit or $50 US. However, but if you can still sign up before the end of August, the price is in the chat box. The price is in the chat box. I'm going to just type it in again. All right, the price is going for $50 US or 200 ringgit. Sorry. Yeah, before the end of August, before the 31st of August. Right now, let me just say something about the sales and marketing masterclass. It is a must attend event. Okay, it is a must attend event. I think in fact we have already sold out more than 200 tickets
Wow.
for this event. So for all of you here, the people who are here to listen for today's meeting, you're here to do the business. And if you really want to sort of improve your business, you want to get new breakthroughs, you just must invest in coming for these trainings. So with that, I'm going to, I think we're going to conclude the meeting for today. So
Sam, can I do a picture with three of us here? Take one snap picture.
sure, okay.
Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3. All right. Thank
Okay,
you
we're also gonna do a group picture. Can everybody turn on your photos? All right, we're gonna go on gallery now. At the count of 3, we're gonna say Kangen, and then you look the best. 1, 2, 3, Kangen. All right, and then we're gonna go to, yeah, that's about it. All right, fish 2. 1, 2, 3, Kangen. Right. Okay. So with that. Okay, next week we'll be having a new 682-3 to come in as our guest distributor, all right, from the Philippines, Mr. Bayani. So
wow.
Till then, everybody stay safe. And okay, hang on, before we go, right, I want to share something. You know, with this pandemic, which is getting worse, okay, we have this new Delta variant and all that. I just want everybody to sort of go and do some research on this thing called the ivermectin. Okay, go and check on ivermectin. There's a lot of debate going on here. One camp is saying that it's going to help you with COVID. Another camp is telling you that it doesn't work. But please go and do more research, because let me ask all the people here. Who here? You know of somebody, okay, who has died of COVID? Can you just type it into the chat box? If you know of somebody who have died of COVID, can you just type in a yes? All right. If you know of somebody who has died of COVID, see, many of us have lost people due to COVID, and many of us we are locked down in our homes. And now is the time for us to do some preparation. Okay, you just never know that. You may just suddenly be faced with a situation is one of your family members has got COVID. Now what are you going to do? You may panic, but now is the time for you to do a bit of homework, to research, okay, to what you can do. Now I've been doing a bit of my own research as well. Okay, I'm actually now making plans on to prepare for contingency just in case one family member succumb to COVID. What am I going to do? I'm not going to panic. I'm not going to panic, because right now I'm making contingency plan. Okay, I'm researching on ivermectin, and there's this new thing that I just learned last night called hydrogen peroxide nebulizer. Okay, and then there's this thing called the IMETS protocol from the FLCCC. Okay, there are many things that many of us are not aware. But what you need is just take the time and trouble to learn about it. Now, if you guys want to learn more, right? I just want to share with you my link. I've just created a link called a Telegram link. You can I'll be posting my information there, so that because a lot of you do not have my what you call my contact details. I will be coming out in the next. Okay, one second. All right, this is the link. This is the link. I'm going to share my link with you now. This is the link. You can go to my link and see. Okay, this is my link. I've just shared in there. I'll be posting information on ivermectin, on hydrogen peroxide, on the IMETS protocol. Now, the thing is this. I want you to understand, a lot of you don't understand this. You don't realize when you are faced with the situation of one of the family members being struck with COVID-19, if you're not prepared, you'll panic. You know what you do? You straight away want to go rush into the hospital. And that hospital is going to cost you an arm and a leg. Not only that, it also depends on the protocol of the hospital. Different hospitals have different protocols. Some hospitals will only give you Panadol. That's it. They only give you Panadol to treat you. And that's just not good enough. All right. So you may be better off being prepared and have your own, learn what the appropriate protocols to use. I'm not a doctor, but I'm researching nowadays within the internet, right? A lot of things are on the internet. So you need to decide for yourself. You need to make up your own decision. It's your body, it's your life. So you have to do a lot of research for yourself, for your family members. And I'm actually now talking to many doctors, all right, for them to do a home protocol in the event that you are struck down with COVID-19, right? I would rather trust these doctors who follow the proper protocols. And if you check around, if you check all the various hospitals, different hospitals have different protocols, and make sure you want to get the one which is effective for you. Okay, so with that, I wish everybody to just make the effort to prepare yourself for whatever eventuality. All right. So with that, thank you all. Thank you once again to Nicholas and Jeffrey, and thank you all for being here today. And I'm just going to unmute everybody to allow everybody to unmute yourselves and just to say hi and bye. And there we go. You can unmute yourself now.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sam.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sam.
Yes, Sam. Thank you,
Jeffrey.
All the leaders.
Thank
you,
Sam.
Sam.
Thank you.
everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jeffrey.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We forgot to thank somebody else. Let's give a big hand to Anthony Tan. Anthony Tan from London for doing the Kangen demo today.
Thank you, Anthony.
Yeah. Thank you, Anthony.
Yes, thank you, Anthony.
Anthony, my
Thank you
boss.
so much,
Thank you.
everyone, for your contributions, for your sharing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, then I'll be